motivational talk with Christelle. I am Christelle, and with Elena. Elena, she's there, exactly. And today we have a special question, and we would like to ask how or what do you do to get rid of overwhelming emotions? Because sometimes it's happening, and when you do transformation, so sometimes you are completely overwhelmed about the situation, emotions, what's going on around yourself. What do you do when you want to change that and to come back to a very calm state? So if you have some tricks or if you have some questions, hello Xavier. So just type it in the chat, and I'm going to propose Elena to give her tricks, to give us her tricks.
Yes, today I'm going to disappear your overwhelmed. How about that? And I'm going to use very, very simple trick.
Okay.
Jog, notepad, and a few markers. What about that? What do you think, guys? Is that possible? Guys, you know what? And I'm not kidding, absolutely not kidding this, because in order to get rid of overwhelm, you really need to understand what it is. And what is realistically overwhelmed? Overwhelm is the state when you feel it's so much on your plate, when you feel it's so much you need to do, and you cannot.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I think one type of people are right now very overwhelmed, and it's parents trying to keep their job and to work, and having the kids at home. It's just too much, and I can feel the overwhelming situation right now for all these parents. So I think it's going to be a very good trick.
Yeah, and you know what? Overwhelmed is the feeling that you really want to fight. Because first of all, feeling of overwhelm, then the pressure that's created by that feeling, then plus this global anxiety, and what is happening? It's completely creating anxiety in your life. And anxiety impacts not only your life, anxiety then impacts everyone around you. And anxiety impacts completely your ability to focus and do things that is important to you. So what do you think about that?
I agree with you. You know, like we said that yesterday, last time, it was like when the emotions are very high, so exactly, you are not so clever, so you cannot focus anymore, you cannot think properly, and like I use that to understand that. So when you are calm and quiet, it's like that, and everything is fine. You can see through your mind at this stage. When you are overwhelmed, it's like that. Yeah. It's just very complicated to find the right idea, isn't it? So it's just like a fog, and you cannot see anything. So you have to have some tricks, some idea to come back to this kind of state.
Yeah, and one of them is, yeah, exactly, that's what I needed. That's exactly what I needed, the phone call right now. Can you tell?
You are still there.
This is, I will share with you today one of the many, many tricks that is on the market, and it's possible in order to get rid of that overwhelmed feeling. And I share with you something that works for me well. So,
okay, great.
Okay, come on, let's start. Let's pretend. Let's pretend this is your brain. And in order to do our best thinking, best analyzing, stay calm, in order, you have to have a full capacity of your brain and leveraging to the things that is important to you. Make sure the brain is working well. You need to have it in good state, as I said. So the problem is, what happens is our brain, when we go through the life and when we go through the day, when we go through all the stuff going on in our life right now, what is happening? When we started to filled up the day with information, and can you imagine how much is information right now is on the coming to us? It comes without any stops, and then when we start feeling overwhelmed, and being overwhelmed, it simply means your brain is full. So look what is happening. Okay, you wake up in the morning and you start your day and you start to check the Facebook, you start to check the messages, Instagram, and then you just by chance look on the news. And then news says, oh my God, there is another 2,000 cases about COVID. And then it's a property market crashing. And it's a stock market crashing. And then you look, your child is sleeping till 2. And then, oh my God, I have so many things to do and it doesn't work. And oh my God, I put 5 kilograms. Oh my God, this is another thing. And oh my God, this is, then another stock market crash. And then your mother calling. And then it's something happening. And then you didn't eat well. And then you didn't feel right. And then you check the Facebook message and your neighbor keep strong and peaceful and, showing her 6-packs. Well, your brain is getting a bit full, is it? What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. So I like the idea that exactly sometimes it's really silly things, isn't it? It's like the picture on Instagram from your neighbor or whatever. So looking so beautiful, like it's not true. It's not true, but still.
And they're triggering you. They simply triggering you. And so what you need physically to do, it's simply you need to dump this stuff out of your brain in order your brain start working perfectly.
So how do you do that? How do you empty your brain?
Exactly. I know it's quite simple to do it from the emptying the glass. I wish it could be as easy as that. But what we really need to do, exactly as we're doing from the glass, dumping our garbage from the brain. And what I do, I actually prepare that. I'm simply taking a piece of paper and put absolutely dump everything to the piece of paper, to the everything what is bothering me right now, everything that what I'm worrying about, everything that I have to do. I need to do this, and I need to do that, and I need to do that. And you know what? So many needs we really need. When we look on the Facebook page, anyway, I'm talking for myself now. As soon as I look on the Facebook page, oh my God, this is marketing webinar, how to increase your followers. And I feel like, oh, I need that. And then somebody losing 5 kilograms in 3 days. I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. Maybe I didn't try even this. And then someone else is suggesting something else. And then someone else. And then my son is sleeping till 5. And I'm pissed off. And then dog keep looking for me to go for a walk. And I kind of cannot move my ass from the sofa because I'm overwhelmed with everything. Yeah. So how does it work? Just dump everything on the piece of paper. And look how much today I wanted to do.
Okay. It's a lot.
Realistically, I can do this.
Okay.
I'm sure you can do that as well. But that's when the overwhelming comes up.
Okay.
That's when the overwhelming comes up. And what you simply do, if you want to put all the stuff, if somebody watching replay, just stop it and dump it there. Put everything that in your mind, everything that is bothering you today or for last couple of weeks as I was gathering information. You know what? If I will be realistic, I think I will have 2 more pages. Because this is actually my plan, what I wanted to do today. How realistic is this? Without being completely full Not really.
So that means that the first thing you have, it's okay, you feel, yeah, that you are overwhelmed. That's the first step, because you have to be conscious of that, because sometimes we are overwhelmed, but it's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, but we are not conscious about that. So the first thing is you are overwhelmed and you are conscious about that. So the second thing, that you put everything on paper.
Yep.
And then
put everything on the paper, what is in your mind. But as soon as you throw it from your mind, you emptying your brain.
Okay, then that's over. So it's already empty then.
This is already on the paper. And then what you do, take one highlight and be real. And just go through this and pick up 3 things that's the most important for you today. Pick 3 things from all this huge list and say, okay, this is important. This is important. Yeah, this is important. Okay, 3 things I want to do today for sure, in order, and I picking up 3 things that really it's most important for me right now. It might not be even for the business.
Okay.
In order to be a good business person, you need to be in a better state of mind. And realistically, the rest of it, it's not a garbage, could wait for much longer than not even today. So step number 1, pick up 3 things. What is important to you, to your mental well-being today. And for me, I will share with you one of them. It's breathe. 10 minutes after when we go offline, because I feel, again, even after thinking about this, I feel overwhelmed. It will be breathe, my breathing exercise. And then another thing would be go for a walk with the dog. Why? Because it's clearing up my mind. And then another thing, I will do something related to business. Because if I feel well physically, emotionally, I can deal with this list for the rest of the day. If I don't feel like it. Another thing I could suggest you, step number 2, if you wish, take maybe different markers. Take a different marker. Especially, I love the black one, which is fell now under the table, so I cannot reach it now. I take I get a different markers, including the black. And what I do, I highlight things that I want to do it anyway, even if it's not important at that minute. I maybe do it today. Then I do it things with another marker, what I could delegate to someone else. And then with the black marker, I do stuff, I just dump it. Because it's something is not important at this moment, or maybe even next 3 months. If you had idea maybe to start learning Japanese or something, and now you feel a little bit not in that space, but that thought is completely in your mind. Or in my case, again, I was planning doing some property research and something this and that. Okay, property could wait for now. Or something planning a holidays, or whatever it is. Some stuff you could be put it on a different shelf. Like, okay, look, this could wait for another 3 months. But some of the stuff I trust me. Some of the stuff could go in directly. And as soon as you mark stuff that you could do it, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, some of the stuff you could delegate to someone who can do it quicker, or some of the stuff dump it. So 3D, delegate and dump. And then
3D, I like it. 3Ds, do, delegate and dump.
Overwhelmed, it's actually dumped in the piece of paper. And if you don't like it, you could just put it and burn it or whatever you like. but your brain, I promise you, it will be feel lighter, and this feeling of overwhelmed will be gone. And then you put
delegate, dump, and what you say? What the first?
do it, delegate, and dump it.
Do it.
Do it, delegate, and dump.
I put dump, delegate, and do it.
Well, yeah, it could be. You could start dumping some of the stuff because it's a lot of on our list stuff that is not.
Yeah, you know, I do that every morning. So I have like a high performance calendar, and every morning I put the 3 things I really should do during the day, the 3 most important things, and if that is done, everything is fine. And because to have a to-do list, it's nice to have a to-do list, but to-do lists are overwhelming for sure. So if you just say, okay, that is so important for me today, and I like the idea to dump things because I have the same problem sometimes. Like I receive a lot of emails as well. Can you join in this call, and can you go on this call? And it's all so interesting. I would love to go at every call, but at that moment, and one moment it's okay, it's what I would like to do, it's that important. Maybe I'm going to miss some information, right? But at the end, I have everything I need right now, and I have to go into action. And sometimes I think, okay, that's nice to have, but it's not something I must have. So the nice to have, it's when I have time. That I should do and I must have, it's when what I need to pay attention to.
Yeah, and especially, you know, for people, I think it's a big challenge for people on this self-development journey. When we sign up for all these cool people, Bob Proctor, Tony Robbins, and then Harbecker, emails coming, 10 emails every day, and they all offering, here's a free webinar, here's a free challenge, here's this.
And Kiyosaki right now, Kiyosaki was online today, like, you know.
And everyone is trying to grab your attention. And I'm sure there's a lot of information we could learn from that.
Definitely.
But physically, we cannot do everything. Well, I'm talking for myself. Now I'm nearly, okay, I'm not opening this email right now, but I will maybe tomorrow. And then I'm actually, when I see this 55 not open emails, this is feeling overwhelmed already. I think I just go today and clear out all of them, because I'm sure the next couple of days will be 150 extra ones.
And it's the same with WhatsApp groups and so on. I have so many WhatsApp groups on shut down because I don't want to see the things, and it's okay for me. So even if I cannot read everything, it's fine. But I know there is some parents, because I'm dealing a lot with parents. I help the parents to transform themselves, and there are so many parents overwhelmed with the parent groups, with right now the homework, WhatsApp groups, and so on, that I'm not a perfect mother, and it's fine.
Exactly.
So,
I'm sure parents now looking for this summer break, so at least a little bit of pressure would be gone from their life, and I get them. But it is overwhelming time, guys. It is overwhelming completely time, and we are creating even more overwhelmed ourselves, because the atmosphere and vibration in the world now very low energy. So we just need to be gentle to ourselves.
So what I do during this overwhelming time, it's really I take what are my priorities. I don't look at social media anymore, just for a very dedicated period of time. So that means I say, okay, now I, like on LinkedIn, okay, every day 30 minutes, I do what I have to do. I read what I can read during these 30 minutes, but then it's over. I do the same for Facebook, and then I really try to control everything in order for me to stay on track regarding the time and regarding my energy, and to be sure that when I have these limits, so my mind is fine, because my mind says, okay, it's going to be 30 minutes and then it's over. And whatever happened, even if there is some nice news and so on, it's over. That's it. And
good.
for me, it's really
That's a good idea to discipline yourself to that.
exactly.
Have a timeline for.
Yeah, and for me, it's when I said just before this call, I went to meditation because I have a very busy life right now, so kind of overwhelming as well. And I feel that, and so okay, I go back to meditation. I try to have my mind this way, and it's just, and my body can calm down as well, the stress. And I like. I think it says it's from a book. I think it Find Your Five Passion or something like that, and it's intention, attention, no tension. And every time I feel tension, I say okay, tension comes from overwhelming. And every time I feel tension, okay, what can I do right now to come back down? And it might be just music and dancing, and that's it. So. Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you very much. Thank you, Christelle, from coming. Patricia, Xavier, if you have some
Comment.
if you want, exactly, if you want to put your comment in under the video and tell us how you do when you are overwhelmed, what kind of techniques do you have? So that would be great to have your techniques as well.
Yes, share that with us. We could use it. We could use it all.
Definitely.
We really need a lot of it, because some stuff wouldn't work for some people, some would. So share with us what way you dealing with overwhelming, and share with us your love, and give us the likes. We love that, to see that. Say hello, it's amazing to see who is watching us. So thank you guys for watching, and
see you next week.
And stay calm, breathe. Everything will be okay.
Okay, so
thank you.
Bye-bye. See you next week then.
Bye. Stay awesome.
Stay awesome.